Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Pop Room Podcast. I'm your host, Tommy Cresta. Alongside me, my co-host, Ryan Ferran. Today, we're here to talk about Episode 4 of The House of the Dragon. Talk about the most recent box office scores and some recent film news that I want to get into. But before we get too far into that, Ryan, how are you doing today?
Well, Tom, we should probably tell the people that we tried to record this before, and we got about 7 minutes in before I had to reset my Wi-Fi router because I couldn't hear Tommy anymore. It was a really nice, couple minutes where he was trying to talk to me, and God was like,
"You don't have to hear this right now."
But that was nice. But other than that, I explained that I had the dentist appointment from hell. I just had two very nice but very new dentist and dental hygienist who were just assaulting my mouth. It was not fun, but you know what? We made it through. But Tom, how about you? How was your day?
Good. As we talked about previously, I have some really cool film stuff coming up. I've auditioned for a role that was actually I got reached out to by the director that he had seen, which was crazy. They watched our short film and he was like, "Oh, this is the guy I want."
You watched that piece of shit?
He did, and he really enjoyed it actually. And I told him we talked about it for a little bit, but he wanted me to audition for a role that he had in mind. So
does he drink paint, perchance?
No, it's not. It's not Charlie from Always Sunny.
Drinking paint? No.
No, show me your tongue.
Show me your tongue. Oh my god, dude! It's the best shit. When's that coming back? I haven't heard. They're
filming it right now.
They're doing another season. I know that, but
yeah, they're filming.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool.
What else has been going on? Just I have a friend. I've made a friend with someone. I've made a friend. I didn't make any friends. There's someone I'm friendly with who was one of the producers of Stranger Things the last 2 seasons, and I was able to get on a call with them, and they're sending my resume out to some film production stuff. So hopefully we get some news on that. So hopefully we have a lot more film stuff coming up, some live stuff, some actual work in the film stuff. But yeah, it's gonna be a couple stressful weeks trying to hope these things come through. Shout out to our new editor, Heidi Hernandez. She is editing this episode, and she'll be editing all the episodes going forward in the show. We're really trying to improve the show's looks and make it more engaging to audience members. So, hi, Heidi. Shout yourself out at this point in the show. But yeah, now hopping into the film news section, Jimmy Tatro is rumored to be playing Gorilla Grodd in the Jimmy Olsen spinoff show. Something that I feel like when it got announced, it was kind of like that. They announced it, oh, cool, but nothing was ever going to come of it. But it's cool to see we actually get some news out of this, especially such an important character as Gorilla Grodd.
Yeah, Gorilla Grodd is you can't go wrong with just a big old ape that can read minds. It's just perfect.
Yeah.
It's one of those villains that they came up with on acid in the 60s, and they're like, yeah, we're just going to ride with this forever. And it just works. It works out, man.
I love Gorilla Grodd.
It's perfect.
We got our first looks at the Avengers, Fantastic Four, X-Men, Doctor Doom, and Loki in Avengers Doomsday. Not a live-action look, but a nice little art piece that they put out. And everyone looks good. It's cool to see Steve Rogers back. He's not in the Captain America suit, but I think they're just waiting off.
He does have Mjolnir, though.
He does have Mjolnir.
It's cool.
But I think we're all gaining excitement for this. The more and more we wait and the more set images come out. Not set, just images. They released some of the artwork for the film. So it is exciting that we're getting closer and closer to the release of this film. In sad news, Sam Neill passed away at the age of 78 years old. Was famously known for Jurassic Park and Jurassic World. All the prayers go out to his family. We got our first trailer for Digger, which I know, Ryan, you haven't watched yet. The Tom Cruise epic of his career pretty much is what the trailer was showing us. And it's Tom Cruise in a bunch of prosthetics. So there's nothing else we can really hope for but for it to be great.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I also do want to say I do apologize for just going, Sam Neill's dead. I actually, that's one of the ones that made me sad recently.
Yeah,
I saw that today. I was like, oh, what, really? Yeah, that sucks. He was great, obviously Jurassic Park, but I think a lot of people don't realize he was in Peaky Blinders in the first 2 seasons, but he's so good as the detective. I forget the character's name, but he's really good in those first 2 seasons. So rest in peace. But yeah, Digger. We talked about. This is the last thing we talked about before my internet shit its pants. The trailers for this having just all of Tom Cruise's movies throughout his entire career, just showing Tom Cruise's career, and then saying this is Digger. This is his biggest movie. The amount I will laugh if this movie is dog shit. I will cry laughing every day. It would be so funny if that's how they market it.
Win the Oscar.
Oh yeah, no, that's 100% what this movie is going for. Absolutely, just putting him in prosthetics. First off, that gives you an extra like 10 points for the fucking snobs that vote
and
on
doing
that shit.
and doing an accent.
Yes, and doing an accent.
Always 100%. Gives you some little bonus points.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on to the Absolute Batman animated series. They have confirmed that's going to stay with the same artwork. The director even said that it seems like they pulled it straight from the comic, which is super exciting. I don't know how many of our listeners actually pay attention to comics, but Absolute Batman is awesome. I highly recommend everyone go check it out. It is a very, very different take on Batman. His upbringing and everything like that is very different from anything we've seen before. Invincible Season 6 has begun voice recordings. I am still on Season 2, I believe. But I'm going to catch up because I really want to talk about the show. I know so many people love it. Ryan, I know you're not in that majority. You don't really love the show like that, but you watch it.
I have mixed feelings. I still will watch it whenever it comes out. I watched it week to week when Season 5 was coming out. It's just not really my thing. I don't love the show. I don't hate it by any means. It was just never... I don't know. I really liked the first season. I remember I watched that in a day when it came out. Fucking just ran through it. But yeah, the show's just kind of lost me over time. It feels it's getting kind of repetitive, which is unfortunate. But hopefully Season 6 can change it up. I think the ending of Season 5 was pretty cool. I wonder where they go from here. So yeah, I just hope they pay the animators enough money this time.
Yeah.
And not just another A-list celebrity for 2 voice lines.
And the last bit of news is Indy Nervetti. She stars in Obsession. She met with the director of X-Men and said that she's very interested in joining the MCU, which is super exciting for an independent actress or actor to get such a huge offer and just become an absolute star, like a superstar overnight, just from a small independent horror movie that is now blown up to be one of the best movies of the year. And it's going to be really cool to see what else she gets out of this movie.
Yeah, totally. I wonder what X-Men she might play. Maybe like Kitty Pryde or something like that. Rogue. She'd be good as Rogue.
Rogue. Yeah.
Rogue. Yeah, Rogue would be good.
That's all the film news we have. Now into the box office recap. Ryan, do you think you can name the 5 films that are leading the box office last weekend?
No. Well, let me check Regal and see what's out right now because I'm kind of blanking. Give me 1 second.
Well, while Ryan's doing that, go follow us on all of our social media pages. The Popcorn Pod, the Popcorn Pod Gaming, both of those on TikTok, the Popcorn Pod Studios on YouTube, and the Popcorn Podcast, wherever you find your podcasts.
Okay. I will bet you the top 5 movies. I'm going to say number 5, Supergirl.
No.
No?
Supergirl's not even on the list.
Supergirl's not on the list anymore. God damn, that's
Supergirl
bad.
wasn't even in the top 6, I don't believe.
Damn. Is Obsession still making money?
Obsession was 6.
That was 6? Okay. So, I'm going to say Evil Dead Burn is coming in at number 5 just because it just came out. But I don't know if a lot of people are going to see it. It's higher, really? Mm-hmm. Toy Story 5 is at 5.
It's at 3.
Fuck. What's it? Moana at 5? I hope if Moana's at 1.
We got Toy Story is at number 3 with 18.5 million. Moana is number 1 with 43 million.
Oh no! Don't let this movie make money, please.
It won't. It's like a $250 million budget.
Yeah, make sure Disney knows to stop trying to make these. Or if you're gonna make them, just go film it. Like actually do it live action. I understand you got to do like a lot of CGI for the ocean creatures and shit, but Hawaii is fucking beautiful. You don't need to film this in a backlot in Georgia. You don't have to do that. Just go to Hawaii and shoot the movie.
Hire me. I'm here.
Yes, hire known Polynesian Tommy Creston.
You mean for the role of Maui?
Yeah, you're gonna be. No, I didn't say Maui. You're gonna be Moana. You could play a good chicken though. You can be that chicken. I don't remember the chicken's name. I know it's Alan Tudyk.
Alan Tudyk. One of my favorite Disney characters.
Alan Tudyk chicken.
Okay, so you got Moana 1, 43 million. Toy Story 5, which was number 3 at 18.5. Evil Dead somewhere in is either 4 or 2. Where do you think it is?
Is it 2?
No, it's 4.
Oh, it's 4.
It has 13.7 million.
Oh, Minions is probably 2.
Minions and Monsters, 20.5 million.
Yeah, Minions pulls, dude.
Minions, I went and saw the new Minions. It is really good. I don't like Despicable Me. It doesn't work for me. It does Minions. It's just not for my demographic.
I haven't seen any of the other Despicable Me's, but
Minions and Monsters is a love letter to cinema. It is. It's actually it's actually insane. Movie.
I know the point is that one of the Minions is making a movie, right? George Lucas is in it?
Yes, George Lucas has lines in it.
That's awesome.
Then the number 5 has a big drop off. It's at 6.4 million. What do you think it is? I'll give you one guess.
You said Obsession was 6, right?
Yeah.
6.1 million. Well, the Invite's been getting some buzz. I don't know if Young Washington's got the poll for 6 million. The Invite's at 8?
Yeah.
People have said that's really good. I just don't know if I want to go.
My dad didn't like it.
I don't know if I want to go by myself to see like a sex movie.
Yeah.
Because that's usually not my thing anyways. But if I go to like, there's just couples around me, I'm going to be like, oh, fuck. Look at me. Maybe I'll go with Puff.
Minions had a bunch of like adults. There was like 2 kids.
Really?
Yeah, and I loved it. I had and stay through the credits. I know it's crazy to say. For Evil Dead Burn and Minions, stay through the credits.
There's post-credit scene? All right.
There is, and it's very good. Well, you didn't get it right for the last one. The last one is Young Washington with 6.4 million.
It was Young Washington.
It was.
I didn't think Young Washington would get up there. It got decent reviews. People said it was okay.
Yeah, it's more I can't do Angel Studios movies most of the time. Sometimes they come off very low budget. I just can't really get into it.
Sometimes, but this one actually seemed kind of decent. Like, they got a pretty good cast. They got the guy who's playing Washington is not bad. He's a young guy I hadn't really heard of before, but they got Andy Serkis and Ben Kingsley to do it. Like, Angel Studios is kind of making their way up.
And they did do the entire thing on like no sound stages, no green screens. So that kind of stuff does bring me in a little bit.
Yeah.
But
Angel Studios is a weird like new company that just kind of showed up. It's apparently like they're out of Utah. I think.
Yeah, they're big like Christian.
Because I think Mormons own it, but there was some weird thing where somebody said like, oh, it's a Mormon company and don't support it, and I was like, all right, why, okay, whatever. Why but then somebody commented under that, and they were like, well, yeah, the Mormons own it. Like, Mormon Brothers started it, but then it became like a Christian company. So I don't know what the hell's going on. But I will say, for what they make, they do, like, they really try their hardest. For as little budget as they have as like a young company, they're trying to make good movies. They're not just trying to put out bullshit. So
I think Mel Gibson's like a big part of it. I don't know why I should think that, but I feel like he is.
He seems like a guy.
If he is not, put it up on the screen that I'm lying.
Are they making Resurrection of Christ?
No, I think that's his studio again.
That's his studio.
That makes sense. Self-funding almost.
Gotcha.
But jumping into the main point of this episode, and that's to talk about episode 4 of House of the Dragon, Tumbleton, directed by Claire Kilner. This episode opened up with Hightower Army occupying Tumbleton, which seeing that they're making all the people that live there let soldiers live with them. And you already know that this is not going to work. It never does in any project, but especially not in the Game of Thrones universe. And it comes pretty quickly that it's not going to work. But Ryan, what did you think about this episode in its entirety?
I thought this was another pretty good episode. I thought it was kind of, for what we got from this episode, I thought there were some good scenes. I thought there were some scenes that could have had a little bit more to it, but a little bit disappointing just because I thought this episode was finally going to get to a little bit of action, and it didn't. It set up a lot, and we know, definitely next episode, something has to be coming. I didn't watch the trailer for next episode, but the way this episode ends off with Ormond saying something along the lines of, I forget what the line was, but it reminded me of Anakin in the beginning of Revenge of the Sith, being like, this is where the fun begins. I'm like, all right, dude, let's just get to it. I'm kind of excited now. Because, I mean, listen, I'm not the guy who's like, oh, this show needs to be action all the time. It's Game of Thrones. I want politics. That's the stuff I like. But at the same time, this is a civil war that really was the beginning of the downfall of the Targaryen house. You need a lot of battles. It kind of sucks that Rook's Rest and the Gullet have really been the only battles that we've had so far. Besides, like, season 1 with the Triarchy and stuff, and the crab feeder, that was kind of cool, but I really want to finally sink our teeth into some of the Civil War stuff. Because when they do, it's good. Rook's Rest was a great episode. The Gullet was a great episode.
Rook's Rest, which we go back to in this episode, which was cool. Mm-hmm. And we talked about Sunfire in the last episode, and you can definitely tell that I do not believe Sunfire is dead. It seems like they were really trying to show people that Sunfire wasn't dead without showing fully that Sunfire isn't dead.
Yeah, because later on in the episode you see Meraxes, who was Rhaenys' dragon, and it's just fully like decomposed, like its ribs are sticking out and everything. And Sunfire's not decomposing at all, so Sunfire is definitely still alive.
Yeah,
100%. Just resting.
Sorry.
He's just sleepy. He's just
very sleepy from his major battle. And the end of this episode sets up, for those who don't know anything about the book, it sets up one of the most horrible and violent things in the Game of Thrones universe. Now, I don't know how far they'll take it, but it's definitely setting up something very drastic, and I don't know how people are going to react to it.
Yeah,
if they go for it.
I kind of hope they go for it, because I mean they kind of started. There's a scene in this episode where they kind of, they kind of go for it a little bit with the one guy, but we'll see how far they really go with it.
Yeah, and it has
I don't want to spoil
pretty
anything.
big implications on the rest of the season. But this was actually the major point of when we'll actually get to that. But just so everyone knows, this storyline that seems like they're going to take into play is a huge reason why George R.R. Martin did not sign on to do this, because they pushed it in the timeline instead of doing it right from the beginning.
Okay. Yeah.
But we got a deeper introduction with Daeron Targaryen. We were right; it was that kid from the other episode, wasn't it?
Yeah, I knew. I immediately, when this episode started and with that kid was on screen, I was like, okay, yeah, they're gonna reveal this is the thing. I did kind of like how they didn't make it a big reveal. The guy, I forget the guy, but Ormond's like other right hand man walks in. He's like, all right, hello, my prince, and I'm like, oh yeah, of course, yeah, I knew it. There he is.
So, we knew it. We're not stupid. Well, yeah, we weren't stupid about this. But we see that Daeron isn't really like his brothers. He seems much more compassionate and much more kind than his two brothers, who are very vile people, turned out to be. And you kind of hear later on in the episode, Alicent talks about it, that he is different from them two, but she might have also sealed his fate with sending him off with Ormond now.
Yeah.
But I liked every scene with Alicent and Rhaenyra in this episode. I feel like I'm seeing what you mean, though. I was like, please don't let them be friends. But it doesn't seem like they're friends. It just seems like they're on common ground, that she just wants to leave at this point. She has nothing really left to fight.
Yeah, I do kind of wish that Alicent was a little bit less, like, receptive to Rhaenyra, though. Just because, I mean, they had the deal. The deal was you get King's Landing, you get the throne, and me and Helena get to leave. Rhaenyra didn't keep up that end of the bargain. So, Alicent's not happy to be there. You can really tell that. But at the same time, I feel like there should be a little bit more mistrust. And, she's helping out Rhaenyra a little bit too much, I think. Like, she's being a little bit too friendly. I kind of want to see more like, fuck you, this wasn't the deal. You got to let us go.
Yeah, but then she could just kill her if she wanted to at that point.
I mean, she could. Yeah, totally. Like, she's helping because her and Helena are basically being held hostage.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, I don't know. I want to see Alicent be a little bit more, the same with Rhaenyra. I've been saying for a couple episodes. I want to see them both be a little bit more like, dude, let's go. Fuck you. I want to leave. This is what I want. You don't just get to do whatever you want. I want to see her kick back a little bit. A little bit more.
Yeah. I did, though, like the whole sequence with Rhaenyra, and that she's trying to make a plan on how they're going to deal with Tumbleton. And she fully was like, we'll just go with dragons. can't do that because they just kill a bunch of people. But the plan is that they're just gonna pretty much they're gonna try and do a man by man, like house by house, clear it with soldiers, which I think, of course, is the better plan. You're not risking as many civilians' lives, but civilians will die during this, of course, in all the chaos. But it's much less than if you send dragons in to burn the place.
Yeah, I kind of like that was Orwell's plan too. Like that guy, the Maester's making some moves to get a little bit higher, and it works out for him. She gets the seat at the table in this episode, and he makes the point. Who does he say to kill, or like imply to kill? Who was it?
I don't remember who to. Oh yeah,
there was somebody he implied.
Yeah, for the bank to be like the master of coin.
Yeah, no, it was the it was the Septon, right? He says like because Rhaenyra's like, well, the Septon won't annoy me, and he's like, well, we can get a new Septon in here if we just remove that guy. We can do that.
Yeah, I was thinking about when she's like, who's going to deal with the money? Because then whoever that is going to have their own problems to deal with. And it's Daemon and someone else. I forget who they mean.
It was Manderley, right?
Don't remember.
The guy, the actor. He's like a comic. He's a comedian actor mostly.
Oh yeah, I like him.
He's in Fantastic Beasts. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she made him master of coin because he's talking about like taxes and stuff later on in the episode.
Yeah, well, yeah. He gets cut off by Daemon towards that.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, but I every time he comes on screen, it takes me out because I can't see him as like anything other than like just a goofy guy. I don't know why. It's one of those actors. Not the comedians and like comedic actors can't do serious roles. We see it all the time. Some of the best fucking performances ever are comedic actors. Robin Williams is like the greatest, comedy actor turned dramatic mastermind. But something about that guy, I can't see him and be like, yeah, that's a lord in Westeros. I don't know. It just doesn't work in my brain. Every time I see him, I'm like, what are you doing here?
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Ormond towards the end of the episode forces Darren to kill Ulf. It's Ulf's brother-in-law, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, force it.
No, Hugh's brother-in-law. Sorry.
Hugh's brother-in-law. Hugh also, I love his character, and I hope we get more of it. I'm assuming with the battle about to start and his wife being there, that will be a main point. But the reason Ormond has Darren kill this man is that early in the episode, one of Ormond's soldiers, tries to take advantage of his wife and is stopped, but he ends up getting beat up by her sister, her, and the husband.
Her brother.
And I was actually really happy that Ormond was like, no, like, you can't do that, like, you force yourself on a woman and all this, and sends up for something to happen. I'm assuming it has something to do with his genitalia.
It's gelding. He castrates him. It's castration.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible.
It's what they do to horses. Yeah.
Oh. That's brutal. But
his arm's broken too. I like that little touch.
Yeah.
Like, and he broke her arm, so you get that too.
You get to get your arm broken.
Yeah. I kind of, dude, up until the very end of the episode, I mean, I still like Ormond a lot, but like the beginning and that part of the episode, I was like, Ormond's winning me over a little bit. This guy's awesome.
Playing the game.
He's just a smarmy little bitch, and I fucking love it. I love those characters who he's like, God, I hate you, but I can't stop watching.
Yeah.
It's so good.
He's very charismatic to the people. And he's playing the game of, oh no, I'm a kind leader. I don't want to harm any of you. Now at the end of the episode, kind of backfires on these people, but he is a very interesting character that I think putting him at now the center front of that he's like the villain of this is a very interesting way to go about it. Yeah,
and I also love that Alicent, the only thing Alicent can tell Rhaenyra about him is that he just doesn't like certain smells. Like he hates smells. He needs those little fragrances that he's working with all episode.
Yeah, but you start burning trash and shit and stuff outside of Tumbleton.
Yeah, he's gonna get cranky.
Yeah, I mean, you see him absolutely snap in this episode.
Oh yeah,
when he gets the news that Vhagar wasn't coming. Now I don't think that's true. I think Vhagar is going to show up. They need the battle at some point. And I really enjoyed, I think, that they really followed the Greens around for this episode. We got to see a lot more of Kristen Cole. I love that scene where he explains how they're going to fight. he's like, we're fighting with honor. He's like, but we're gonna do it the dirtiest way that we can fight with honor.
Yeah, he brings up the least honorable fighting possible, and he's like, but we're gonna keep our honor. It's like, dude, okay, fine.
Because he shows up to fight is what he's saying the honor is.
Yeah, and he's like, he's keeping up with his honor that, you know, he made the promise to keep the Greens in charge, and he's going to keep fighting on that front, keep his honor in that way. But he's just going to do it in the dirtiest, just only fight at night. We're going to sneak around and kill him while they're least expecting it.
I am really
He's such a little bitch. Yeah, it's going to be cool. But
they showed the next episode, crispy. None of them are wearing armor. So I'm assuming they're going like lightweight and stuff. I'm very excited for the next episode. I'm excited for the rest of the I'm enjoying this season. I mean, I feel like I'm close with IGN. I feel like the season's been really good. I like it better than a couple of the scenes of Game of Thrones. Seven Kingdoms is hard because it's one season and it's great. But this is definitely better than season 2. I think season 1's really hard because season 1 to me is just as good as some of the better seasons of Game of Thrones. But I'm really enjoying this season so far, and I'm excited to see where it goes with these next 4 episodes. It's 8, right?
Yeah, I think it was 8. Maybe 9. Yes, yeah, it was 8. Yeah.
So
yeah,
we're halfway through.
I think you're enjoying this. Sorry, I think you're enjoying this season a little bit more than I am, but I'm still enjoying it. I'm not having a bad time at all. I think it's been better than season 2 so far. I think.
Yeah,
but
I think it's
definitely have some problems with it.
Now, it could get for people who don't, as we say, it could get very violent very quickly. With some of the storylines that they're setting up. But while this is going on, a scene that I was super excited to finally get, and I think it is the highlight of the episode for me, was Daemon goes to travel to the Vale, where he is trying to get coin from them as a gift, and they do give it to him. And again, Caraxes is by far my favorite dragon. I just love the way Caraxes sounds. I love the look. Mm-hmm. It's very different from all the other dragons. It's that bright red. And this is where he discovers Rhaena and Sheepstealer. And he is so upset. And it's the first time, I feel like, in a while that we've seen Daemon sad. The way he was in the scene. Because he did not want it to be her. Mm-hmm. And he tells her,
and you kind of forget that he's Rhaena's father. Like, I kind of forgot until when Rhaena was walking out. I was like, oh shit, yeah, that is her dad. I kind of forgot. I like seeing that side of Daemon where he's not just this hard ass. Like he cares about his kids a lot. He even brings up his other kids that he had with Rhaenyra. That like you were supposed to go with them to Pentos, and she's like, you know, they made it there safely, but you know, what was I going to teach them? How to be a lady? They're boys. They can't grow up like that, you know. So I kind of understood where Rhaena was coming from, and I thought it was a pretty good scene. I think Phoebe Campbell, who plays Rhaena, has been getting a lot of shit for her acting, specifically with her face, like just her facial expressions. I don't think it's that bad. I think she's doing a pretty good job, and I like this scene a lot. But I will say, with a lot of her facial expressions, she does. But I wonder if she comes from like stage acting. You know what I mean? I don't know a lot of her movies. I'm on the IMDb right now, but yeah, because like on stage you need to express more and, you know, show more emotion so people can actually see it, right? But when you have a camera in your face, it's much easier to see. You need to be a little bit more subtle. So a lot of actors have had that kind of difficult jump from stage to screen. So I don't blame her at all. I think she's doing a fine job acting as Rhaena.
You know, I enjoy Rhaena,
but
but in that scene he explains that this is treason if he doesn't say something, and she says, so you'd rather choose the queen over me? And Daemon, and then she leaves, but Daemon decides that he sees a sheep farmer, which was a decision I was so mad about when they did it. He's going to behead the sheep farmer and say that this guy had Sheepstealer.
Poor guy.
Poor guy.
I also love, before that, when Sheepstealer flies off, I love how Daemon just shushes Caraxes. It's like, stop. Shh. Like a dog. He's just, stop barking. It's just the mailman. Stop.
Well, or when he smacks it, when he gets on it in the beginning of that scene, Caraxes acting crazy. Like, he smacks like, stop. What are you doing? And I do love that we went from a show in Game of Thrones with a dragon. It's very different, but they are like a dog to them.
Yeah, like there's a bond between them. Like, you know, there's they don't really go too far into it in the shows, but in the books it's much more delved into. Like, there's a psychological, psychic bond between the Targaryens and their dragons.
Yeah, and their dragons.
Which I think we see mostly with Darren and his dragon later on in the episode.
Yeah,
he's
later on in the episode.
Really like hugging his dragon. Because that dragon grew up with him. You know, a lot of these kids, especially Rhaenyra and Daemon's kids, I don't know if they both have dragons. I know one of them had like a baby dragon. If you like grow up, like if you hatch your own dragon and grow up with it, that thing really loves you. You know?
Yeah, like Caraxes definitely loves Daemon. Like they have been together for years.
Mhm.
But no, I really enjoyed that scene. It was so sad that they just had to kill that sheep farmer who's just minding his own business.
Yeah, he's just a random guy.
Wrong place, wrong time. As we said elsewhere, Aegon and Lars are continuing their travel through the aftermath of the war, which I really love seeing how these places that there's been battles, we're seeing what has happened and where these places look like now and how people are reacting. And that shot of the little kid going through the bones was disgusting and made you understand. Because I feel like so many people, when you watch it, like, oh, I would have been a knight. I would have been this in this era. This era sucks. Like, this is the worst time period.
Yeah,
and I know
I
this
remember
is
the best
medieval.
when me and you and some other people were watching. We were just rewatching the Battle of the Bastards, and we were just watching it and seeing all the mud and shits, people fighting, and you just went, "Thank God I'm a soldier now. This looks horrible." So much worse.
So much worse. The thought of having to stab someone actually makes me feel nauseous. I do not want to ever have to stab someone.
Yeah, it's gotta feel very weird.
You can't see it up here, but I have a sword mounted. God forbid someone breaks into my house. I'm hitting them with batarangs. I'm throwing pots and pans at them. I'm doing everything before I have to use a sword.
Oh yeah. And to be fair, if I broke into somebody's house and they pulled out a sword, I'm running. I'm not fighting that guy. I'm running away so quick. If that motherfucker pulls out a sword, hell no.
Well, it was like I texted Nikki, my cousin, and I was like, dude, look at my home defense, and it was my batarangs.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, can you imagine the poor son of a bitch who breaks in the dark, gets hit with a batarang?
Hit with a batarang, and then they just hear the unsheathing the sword. Just, you're like, what the fuck, man?
Some really probably in like a bad situation, just looking to just find a couple dollars, gets hit with a batarang.
Yeah, you just hear he yells like the getaway driver, "Just save yourself, man, go, please." This guy's fucking crazy.
But back with
he doesn't even have anything. He bought this couch on Facebook Marketplace. It's worth $50.
Hey, my couch is
joking.
not from Facebook Marketplace.
I thought it was.
No, my couch from Ashley's Furniture.
Oh, nice.
We got legitimate stuff here.
Yeah, nice.
Don't break into my apartment. But as they're making Aegon and Larys are making their way through, they find Sunfire, and he refuses to accept that Sunfire is dead. As we said, it really hints at that Sunfire is alive, which we both said last episode. And I want to give a shout out to the guy. I don't know the actor's name, is playing Larys. He is so good this season. Like, I hate him. Like, he's so slimy. But in this season, he hasn't had to be as slimy, so I really like his performance.
Yeah, it's Matthew Needham is his name.
Matthew Needham.
Yeah, he's been good. He's been very good. I think, you know, he hasn't had a ton to do. He definitely, the first season, he was really good because he had a lot to do.
Yeah, he was just
with everything, and, you know. Yeah, it is his brother and his dad and all the shit he was doing with Allison. Just every now and again, I remember the fucking feet scene with Allison. I'm like, God damn it. Why would they do that?
Towards later on,
they didn't have to do that.
They didn't.
They didn't have to. They were just like, yeah. Oh, this guy's got a club foot. Yeah, he likes feet. Sure, that makes sense.
I mean, I get it. If you had a club foot, you would have like an inkling to feet.
Would you?
Yeah, because you don't have a good one. So I would assume, like, this is me assuming.
Well, you can be like, man, that's a nice foot. I wish I had one of those. It doesn't mean. Like, there's a lot of people who are missing limbs. If I'm missing an arm, I'm not going to go like, man, that's a pretty hand you got there, lady. Like, what are you No. That's crazy. What are you talking about?
Heidi, please clip that.
What? No, him having a clubfoot is not defense for him
No,
forcing Alicent to take her
I
shoes
did not.
off.
Okay, I did not say the forcing part. I was saying in my head as being a stupid person, assuming.
Yeah, as she's looking away tearfully.
I'm not supporting what he did.
You support him.
No,
You said
no.
it's a good thing. It makes sense. And you said what you
No,
said is I
having a
would too.
foot fetish
You
makes
said
sense.
I would too. You said
No,
if I
I
didn't
did
have
not.
a foot, I would like that too. You did. You said that. You said that. Oh yes.
That's not what I said. That's not how I meant it.
I finally got the laugh on the podcast. Let's go.
Later on the episode, they reveal that Helena is pregnant, and this is going to add more issues with who is the actual rightful heir, as we believe it, and most believe it is Rhaenyra. But this is making another situation a lot harder for both Alicent and Helena.
Yeah.
And I can't remember now. I had his name in my head all episode. Prince Maelor, that's his name. That's Helena's child.
Okay.
And in the books, Helena's child is alive earlier in the story. And all I'm gonna say, I don't want to spoil it for anyone. It is a very tragic ending for this family in what happens coming up. But if you think blood and cheddar in the books is bad, this
Cheddar.
is it's the
No, I know. It's just blood and cheese.
oh, the blood and cheese. Fuck.
Cheddar.
I mean,
It's just funny. You're like, cheddar.
They it is 10 times worse than that, and so but it was a huge part. Is that
Now you're getting me excited? You know me and dead kids.
yeah,
Dude, it's
you
the
and dead
best.
kids really get something going in you.
Yeah,
Me with
man,
my
I don't know
weird
what it
feet
is.
thing, and you with dead kids.
It's literally any show where you're like, oh, kid's gonna die. I'm like, really? It's the best. Blood and Cheese was
Banner
great.
Under Heaven
Excellent.
was one of the funniest.
Under the Banner of Heaven was the worst because the whole season, it's a detective story. Great show if you haven't seen it. Fantastic show. One season.
Fantastic.
If you the whole thing is that the wife and like newborn child get murdered, and they don't show you the murder until like the very last episode. And I'm like, come on, you got to show the murder. It's the whole, get a little action. And it finally happened. And I was like, oh god, I didn't want to see that. That was awful.
It was terrible.
It was terrible.
Daisy Edgar Jones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Gil Birmingham, Andrew Garfield. What a cast.
Andrew Garfield. Who else was it? It was
Gil Birmingham.
the one Culkin that's not as famous. He was good.
Kieran McCauley.
I don't
What's
remember
it,
that guy's
Kierkegaard?
name. I think you're right, Kierkegaard Culkin. Yeah.
But
Got really
after
creative with those names.
yeah, the episode
And it's also
ends
who else? No, who else is it? It's fuck.
Why don't you just look up on
Oh, that's when my brain just clicked. It's Sam Worthington, Wyatt Russell, Bill Howell.
Damn.
Oh, Rory Culkin.
So I just
Yeah.
made up a Culkin.
Rory Culkin. Yeah, what did you say again?
Kierkin.
Kierkegaard Culkin? I swear that's a real one though. Kierkegaard Culkin. Kierkegaard
This
Culkin.
is such a wild episode for.
No, I think you're just thinking of Kieran Culkin.
Yeah, I
There
think
is
I
no
am.
Kierkegaard Culkin.
Kierkin?
Yeah, that's fine though.
I think I'm Heidi. I'm so sorry. This is your first episode. This is wild.
This is a great episode.
But
Oh
it's
man, I looked
shorter.
up Kieran Culkin. Just reminded me of A Real Pain. What a great movie.
There's an Oscar win.
Yeah, that was my number one movie that year.
What? It was?
I'm pretty sure it was. It's a great movie. I love that movie.
It's very good. The episode ends with Tumbleton becoming the next major flashpoint of the Dance of Dragons. Ormond is building the Green's army, and Darren is becoming hardened with the realities of war, with having to kill. It's not Ulf, right?
Hughes. Yeah, Hughes' brother.
Hughes' brother-in-law, and both sides are now moving towards a conflict that is going to have major consequences for the rest of this world and the rest of history. And yeah, that brings us to the end of episode 4, setting up episodes 5 through 8. I really liked the
Yeah,
episode.
man.
I was all in.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. It was not a bad episode by any means. I just, there were some scenes that were really good and some scenes I wanted a little bit more. But still, overall, it's another good episode.
Yeah, it's staying hot. I haven't felt like there's a bad episode yet, and that's what really matters to me so far.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to add about House of the Dragon?
I liked. We kind of skipped over Corlys making
Oh yeah,
Alan
that was actually a good
the
scene.
temporary hand of the king. I like that. I kind of wish there was a little bit more of a reaction to that because I thought it was going to be a really smarmy move by Corlys to make like, oh, you won't legitimize my bastards? That's fine. My bastard's going to serve as hand of the queen now. Take
Well, he didn't
that.
make him
like
hand.
I
He
thought
just
there was
had
going to be a
him
little
be
more
his-
kickback.
be his
Yeah, it's just
voice
staying in
and
his
everything,
place,
yeah.
but effectively like making him his hand for the month or so that he's going to be off in battle.
Yeah, I really like the scene.
I was
kind
kind
of
of hoping Rhaenyra would have a little bit kickback.
Sorry. No, I
you're
do
good.
kind of wish he had a stronger reaction, but it also when he says that maybe his father just needed a fight, and like that's what he needs right now. She's kind of okay. And I
Yeah.
did like seeing Viserys's building of
Oh yeah, his
Oh.
Lego sets.
what's the name of the place? Oh,
King's
Valeria.
Landing?
No.
Oh yeah, it was Valeria. Yeah, that's right.
But it brought me back to when we were first reviewing this show, and we were always making fun of him when they would show him just building that while he's supposed to be king. Oh, what an era!
Such a nice man.
He was, and that scene. Oh, I talked about it a couple episodes ago when he's walking to the throne. Iconic scene, so
Mhm.
good.
Yeah, it's great. That whole episode's
yeah.
great because you get that scene, and then you get the Last Supper scene,
Yeah,
and then him dying, like all of his final words. It was just a great episode.
yeah, and then you see Allison misunderstand the most basic thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But all in all, season 3 so far, I'm really
Let
enjoying
Miguel
it.
Sapochnik write again, please.
Is that who wrote those episodes?
I mean, I don't know. It was Miguel Sapochnik and Ryan Condal working together in the first
yeah,
season,
and then he left.
and then I think he's still producing because it still says he's made 20 episodes on IMDb. So he's still executive producing, but he's not a showrunner
that could
anymore.
just be
I don't
because
believe.
it was his IP to develop. That's like when they always bring executive producers on who it's their IP.
Yeah, it could be. It's still gonna have his name on it, but I don't know. He's probably still making money. But I mean, he was just.
Oh, he's
he was the
definitely
best fucking Game of Thrones director. He did a lot of the. I think he did Blackwater.
Battle of
I
the
know he did
Bastards,
Battle of the
didn't he?
Bastards.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's incredible. He's really, really talented.
Yeah. Well, Ryan Condal, I think, is doing a very solid job. And I'm excited to see
Yeah, it just sucks that he pissed off George R. R. Martin so bad.
Yeah, but the fact that when I was reading into it that this was the main reason why he was pissed off with the Helena stuff and Prince Baelor, I think that's kind of a stupid reason to be pissed. How about you write your damn books,
We'll see how
George?
it turns out, but that is a fair point. But at the same time, it's like, he did write this book, and this guy's just fucking around with it. So I'd be kind of upset too if he just changed my story that I was happy with.
It's like
but-
Jaws. Jaws is nothing like the book.
Yeah. Same. Jurassic Park's pretty different.
I want to read Jurassic Park.
I hear it's a lot of numbers. It's a lot of like charts.
Oh, I'm 3/4 of the
Like
way
they
through
actually
Jaws.
show you the science. Okay.
It's very good. I highly recommend everyone.
How
read
is it compared to the movie?
I like the movie more, but
Hmm.
the book is scarier than the movie. It's
Really?
the research he did on sharks and everything. It's so scary when it's from the shark's point of view. Like it explains how
Yeah.
like the shark finds what it's gonna eat. It's so good though. There's one major storyline in the book that I just don't like. It's not working for me. But all in all, I highly recommend people to read it. I have the 50th anniversary. 50th? 30th anniversary. It's one of the two.
Okay.
But it has like the writer's notes and stuff in the beginning. Very cool.
Gotcha.
Well, Ryan, before we get out of here, on our first episode with Heidi, what is your recommendation of the week to everyone?
I'm kind of stuck because we talked about two great projects today: Under the Banner of Heaven and A Real Pain.
They were both very good.
I don't know. Flip a coin for those two. They're both very good. Under the Banner of Heaven is a show. I think, what was it, 10 episodes, 8 episodes?
I think it's 8 episodes. It's on Disney
like that.
Plus now.
Yeah.
Because it was a Hulu original.
Yeah, Disney Plus and Hulu. Yeah, but it was really, really good. Great, true story, murder, detective story. And A Real Pain is great. It's Jesse Eisenberg and Kieran Culkin, and they're two Jewish cousins who are kind of estranged, who go and see, go to Poland and just kind of see where their family came from, and just, drama develops from there. But it's very, very good. Very simple plot, but very, very great execution.
Jesse Eisenberg directing.
Yeah. Does a good job.
I'm going to do Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. I'm rewatching the movies, but I'm watching it in chronological order. So I'm starting with The Hobbits. I'm working our way back. Now, The Hobbits, I do not recommend. As I finished the first one, I remembered why. They did not do well critically.
Yeah. I still haven't seen them.
We should rank the Lord of the Rings universe.
Do I have to watch Rings of Power?
No, even though Rings of Power,
Oh.
underrated.
I actually heard the second season was pretty good.
Second season was very good. First season, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode of the Popcorn Podcast. I'm Tommy, that's Ryan, and we will see you in next week's episode, in which we review The Odyssey, the most anticipated movie. And I think we're both very excited for that. And we will see you guys in the next episode.